I just thought it was okay if I died. It was okay. I would say that was probably at my worst. I started swimming when I was 4 years old. I fell in love with the sport and I begged my mom to do competitive swimming. From there, I started breaking records, making teams, national teams, and I was on track to compete at Olympic trials. But when I was 14 years old, I got diagnosed with mono, which wouldn't have been a big deal, except for I never fully recovered from it. Swimming became harder. 2 years later of dealing with all of that, I was diagnosed with postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, or POTS, and I started passing out. I was sleeping 18 hours a day. I would get nauseated, throw up. I couldn't stand up. I would lay in bed because the migraine was just too bad. I was extremely tired almost all of the time. It made going to school very difficult because they don't appreciate the fact that you're constantly passing out. Doctors thought it was all in my head. I saw a psychiatrist. She said it wasn't in my head. I think I've seen every doctor. I saw them all. I've been poked and prodded many times. I would go to swim practice and I wouldn't even get in the water because it was just too bad, or they didn't feel comfortable with me getting in the water. They gave me something to do, whether it was making a set up for the kids in the water or counting their laps to make sure they were doing it all. I had a role. They gave me a role. That was the reason why I still swam and was able to get my times back to where they were before I was sick. Then I was able to commit to the University of California, Los Angeles, swim at Pac-12s, represent them, and I just finished my swimming career. In order to get through it, you just have to find that one thing that you can't give up. It was more of it takes a village and less of I got through it. It was more of we got through it together. Whatever you're battling through, just keep swimming.